Hey guys, it's Cheyenne here with Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. Happy full moon in Sagittarius. Happy full strawberry moon. Today is June 11th. I took some notes, so I was gonna show y'all how I got my little questions here. So today I'll go over the questions before we start the reading, but the main energy that I got from this full moon in Sagittarius, that there's going to be a big change. You know, there could be something changing this full moon. And not just a change, but it's like, it feels like karma, you know, because we have the death card. It popped up into my mind when I was writing all my notes and everything. And I always like write these things down, just, you know, just intuitive writing, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. But anyway, mead moon, if you look there, mead moon, it made me think of fermenting. You know, the process of making mead is fermenting. You mix your ingredients, it's a bubbling and brewing, and then eventually it's time to drink it. You know, you strain it and you drink it. You release things, you let go of things like the pulp, you know, you strain those things out before you can drink it. It immediately made me think of the death and rebirth card, you know, number 13, death. And so it's like there's going to be a big change, but then there's going to be this new energy that comes in, which also made me think of the world, you know, the completion of one thing, beginning of something new. And if you look at that number 13, it is a karmic number. And then temperance, which the moon is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius's card in the tarot deck is temperance, number 14. 14 is also a karmic number, but temperance would indicate something more harmonious, you know, balanced, you know. So to me, it made me think of the wheel, you know, where it's like the wheel in the sky is turning. You know, you may be experiencing karma now, but guess what? The wheel is turning and you're fixing to get dharma, which is good karma, you know. Yeah, that's what the energy I felt, but real strong, was like death and rebirth, you know, something ending and so that something new could come about. Like, this karmic cycle is ending, and I mean, you're fixing to get an abundance dumped upon you. It's crazy. The sun right now is in Gemini, which is the Lover's card, which talks about unity and big choice. So 2 of the questions I wrote down, I put, what energy does the collective need to embrace? Like, you know, hold, hug, you know, a union during this full moon. You know, what do they need to embrace? And then, what big decision does the collective need to make during this full moon? Okay. So I figured I would start off by saying happy full moon and let y'all know the energy that I've been feeling from this full moon. Yeah, and like Sagittarius and Gemini are both mutable signs, and this full moon's gonna really affect those who are mutable. You know, people born with personal planets and points at 17 to 25 degrees of mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. It will affect y'all most significantly, okay? And mutable, you know, mutable signs they're the change agents, the communicators. They're very versatile, flexible, adaptable, resourceful, you know. So to me, again, there's the change. So it really feels like there's a big change coming. And when you look at the time for here, Central Standard Time, it'll be 2:44 p.m. when the moon is fully 100% full. In military time, that's 14:44. So, and 4s, you know, that's building a strong foundation, you know, support, guidance. The fourth house talks about home, family, union. Fours are practical, loyal, and service-oriented people. The Emperor, number 4, in Tarot, you know, a strong, solid person. So think of a strong, solid foundation, you know, yeah. There's a lot of energy, but it's mostly like a balance of sort. It's like the wheel in the sky is turning. You know, when I say that, I'm meaning, hey, if you've been getting bad karma, then Dharma's coming, baby. But if you've been getting Dharma, you know, it might be time for another lesson in life, and that's what karma is. It's just a big lesson. You're going to learn something from that bad experience. You know what I mean? You just got to look for it. Look for the lesson. Alright, guys. So welcome to Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and for sharing my content. All those things really do truly help out my channel. And if you're new here, I'm glad that you've stopped by. And if you enjoyed this message today, feel free to give me a thumbs up. And if it really resonated, feel free to subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'd like to warn y'all of a few things. I do cuss. Okay? I use profanity. And I do ring a little bell. I'll begin our reading with a little ringing of the bell to clear the energy, okay? And I will be using dice at the end of the reading. Sometimes shuffling the cards can be loud, so just be aware of that. The bell can be loud, the dice can be loud, so I'll warn you all of those things, or try to. Maybe not the shuffling of the cards. I don't always remember to warn you all of that, but anyway, those things can be sensitive to sensitive ears. So just letting y'all know, just warning you about that. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate y'all. Let's begin the reading by ringing the bell. And I'm gonna get a sip of my coffee, my hot coffee. Oh, I hate it when it drips on the side. All right. Question number 1. What change will this full moon bring for the collective? What change will this full moon bring for the collective? What change will this full moon, thank you, bring for the collective? Maybe you need to speak up about something. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy, okay? We got jump in. What change will this full moon bring for the collective? Jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. So the big change is you're just going to have to go for it. You're going to have to jump in. That may be different for you. You may be someone who kind of likes to calculate things and plan ahead before you dip your toe in the water. You know, like very, very slow and methodical, you know. What new energy will this full moon bring for the collective? Yeah, what are they jumping into? What new energy? What new energy will this full moon bring? It's time. Ask for help. Confirmation, you may need to ask for help, okay? But it's time, guys. The new energy is, it's time. You're like, the change is you're actually going to do it. You're actually going to jump this time and do it. Confirmation. And yeah, it's time. You're being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it out into the world. You're ready. It's time. Okay? It's time. And ask for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. Yeah. Man, that is a big change. It's time. New energy is a new dream, a new path. That's cool. Okay. What energy does the collective need to embrace during this full moon? Thank you. Oh, you need to embrace faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Hello. Have faith. Yeah. That's a hair holder. I was like, what is so tight on my wrist? I thought it might have been my bracelets. Yeah, have faith, guys. What energy does the collective need to embrace? Celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Confirmation. Do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. That's what y'all need to embrace. You need to celebrate. Let me go check my phone real quick. This is my Aunt Teresa. She knows it's my sister's birthday, and so she's sending me love and hugs. What big decision does the collective need to make? Make a decision that's comfortable to you. You might have to break free to find this comfort. What big decision does the collective need to make during this full moon? Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, what big decision does the collective need to make during this full moon? You need to make a decision about asking for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. There's a big decision about abundance, guys, that you need to make. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Yeah, before, when you pray, you have to have faith. Where did we see that? It said, yeah, on the last one. You need to embrace faith. You need to see that you already have this. You know, that see yourself in the energy that you want to be in. You know, if you want to be happy, visualize it over and over again every day. Visualize yourself happy. Okay? If you're wanting something more, you know, like a great job or whatever, visualize yourself there. Do that every day. Visualize it. See it. You're not daydreaming. You're, you know, like, I mean, it can be if you let it consume you. But, you know, just take 5 to 10 minutes each day to just totally focus on what it is you want and see it. You know what I mean? Visualize it. And have faith that it's coming. Have faith that it's already yours. So that y'all need to make a decision about an abundance. And you need to be asking for help. Okay? Let's get some intentions. Alright. For the collective, for this full moon. Oops, I didn't get them. Alright. What change will this full moon bring for the collective? What change will this full moon bring? Maybe you'll need to be jumping in and opening up your heart space. I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. Jump in. It's time. What new energy will this full moon bring for the collective? It's time. It's time for them to do something. Yeah, you'll have someone wanting to sabotage you. Yeah, they're wanting to block you from going after your dream. They're wanting to sabotage you going after your dream. That's what that feels like. I'm deliberately working to undermine your efforts and place obstacles in your path. You have someone during this full moon, and it could be energetically. You know, they could be praying for your demise. You know, I don't know. But you have someone trying to block you, okay? So make sure you pray against that. You know, Lord, if there's any people trying to block me right now, please remove all blockages. You know, you can pray for it however you want to pray for it. Okay. That's my brother. All right. Sabotage. Yeah, they could be pretending to be a friend, but they're gossiping about you. Maybe about, you need to say goodbye to them. I don't know. What energy does the collective need to embrace during this full moon? We got celebrate. Oh, we got 2. Honesty. Celebrate the fact that someone's being honest with you. No, maybe not. I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now. So you could be celebrating because you are focused right now, you know. Or you could have someone who's very like spoiled brat energy coming in to seek revenge. I'm looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs. So you could have someone want to seek revenge. Need to embrace. It's like someone doesn't want you to celebrate. They getting a spoiled brat energy when you celebrate. You know, I don't know what you're going to be celebrating, but it's like they're just, poor pitiful me, woe is me, why aren't you celebrating me type energy. I don't know. That's what I feel from that though. What big decision does the collective need to make during this full moon? We got abundance. These will probably make a lot more sense when I start pulling tarot. Then we'll get the real answers, you know. Abundance. So, what big decision does the collective need to make during this full moon? Small favor. I'm hoping you won't mind helping me with something minor. So you may have someone coming in asking you for a small favor, someone from your community who may be a little chaotic, okay? Yeah, they may be asking you for a loan. Or you could be asking someone for a loan. You could be asking someone for a small favor, someone from your community. You know, I don't know. I'm in need of financial assistance. A loan, yeah, abundance. You're going to get it when you ask for it. You got to ask for help. We saw that several times. Desperate. I'm in a bind and don't know what to do. I may be acting irrationally. So you may have someone who desperately needs a loan, okay? They may be envious of you. I resent that you have what I most desire, so I will belittle your successes to make myself look better. Yeah, somebody's very pissed off that you're getting this abundance. Oh, that's weird. You may have a big decision to make about a loan, about loaning somebody money. But yeah, be careful, because it's like they're desperate, but they're not only that, they're envious of you. They may make it sound like they want to collaborate. Just be careful, okay? We are aligned in our purposes. Let's combine forces and help each other succeed, okay? Okay. All right. Let me see what we were going to do next. Tarot. Got the Light Seers deck. It's my favorite. Oh. Cup of Love. Yeah. Abundance could be emotional fulfillment, you know it, guys. It really could. Guarding your heart against gossip and stuff right now. I didn't even look at the bottom that time. Yeah, it's like you're guarding your heart. Could be apathetic, you know, that's the Four of Pentacles, someone very apathetic, or Four of Cups, I mean, Page of Cups, someone that, you know, they like you. You could be daydreaming. The Fool, oh my gosh, that would go along with the message of the full moon. Ooh, victory. The new path is going to be the truth. Truth could be revealed by the light of this full moon. How cool would that be? Page of Pentacles, you're starting a new adventure, a new business, new job. Something. That Fool just keeps coming out. That's funny. Could be divine union. Could could be. Let's see what those were. Yeah. Very interesting. Alright, for the collective for this full moon, what change will the full moon bring for the collective? What changes will the full moon bring for the collective? Oh. Ooh. Could have someone coming in, not in shining armor, wanting to bring you emotional fulfillment. Here's the first clump. Oh, someone trying to avoid a tower. Maybe trying to avoid some messages from reaching you, messages that could break your heart. I don't know. Let me get my papers. Swords, Three of Swords reversed talks about recovery, forgiveness, moving on. The Tower in reverse is fear of change, disaster avoided, delayed, disorder. So you got recovery, you got fear of change, or disaster avoided. And then Wands, delays, frustration, stagnation. So it's like you have someone trying to avoid this tower. That's what that feels like to me, like they're fearing this change. So they may be delaying it. Someone may be delaying this change in fear of heartbreak, you know. Yeah. Here you have the King of Cups. That could be the one who's trying to avoid this tower, who's fearing this change. Someone who's blocking the tower from even happening. Because they fear this heartache, this pain. That could be someone, you know, in negative energy, lower vibing person, you know, in the reverse. Could be love bombing type, emotional manipulation, you know, just very, not a good energy to be around, guys. Looks like you may be running away from this person. You're like, screw it. You don't want this change, but I do. Yeah, because you've put up your boundaries. You've got a protective bubble around you. You are highly protected. Know that, okay? Every time I see that bubble, it makes me think of highly protected. Yeah, you're on fire. You're ready. You're gung-ho, ready to go, man. Hangman. That's Pisces energy. It talks about, let's see. The Hanged Man. It talks about letting go. Yeah, it's like you're letting go. You're ready to let go. You could be this King of Wands energy too. You could have fire in your chart. But it's like you're ready to go, man. Whoever you are, you're on fire to go after your dreams. You could be this Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sag person. Okay. Those could be your chart. Or you could just say that you're letting go, you know. But you could definitely be in this King of Wands energy. That's someone who does go after their dreams. Someone who is very adventurous, very passionate about life. It could be someone very passionate about you. They're going to be very empathetic. Fire signs usually are. Very empathetic people. Because they're just so compassionate. You know. They know what love is. You know? Yeah. You're ready to jump in, whoever you are, yeah. Fast forward movement, that's the action takers you're going after. You've already put up your shield, you know, you got your, you know, you've got your, you could have people bullying you, you know, trying to tell you not to go after your dreams. But you are highly protected, and you are not allowing any of that crap to phase you. You know, you're like, screw that. I'm out. I'm on fire. You know, it's like you're going after something brand new. A Page of Wands. You know, it's a brand new, passionate, maybe creative idea. But you're letting go. You're letting go of a lot. You're putting up your boundaries, and you're heading out. You're going after wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Okay. Yeah, they're the action takers, and this action taker is bringing a love offer to someone. So you could have someone who's very empathetic. Yeah, that's going to be the change. Look at that. This could be your energy, guys. Right now, you could feel very woe is me because you've been through a big change of some sort. You know, something that you are avoiding. You know, like this could be your energy. King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We did see Pisces down there. But this could have been the energy you were in, just stuck. Feeling stuck. Maybe by some kind of heartache and pain. It's like you've been trying to recover from that. You've been trying to recover from maybe a tower moment or trying to avoid one. But it's like you're changing. You're changing from this. You're going from this to this. You're like, screw it, I don't care if it hurts, you know, I'm letting go of whatever this is, and I'm becoming, you know, turning into my King of Wands energy, putting up my boundaries, going after what I want, going after wish fulfillment. It's like, man, alive, wow. Y'all are definitely jumping in. Whoever's bringing you a love offer, I mean, if there's someone coming to, you know, part of this change is a new love offer, they could be all up in their head about it, trying to gain insight, trying to use their intuition, trying to see the truth about things. What new energy will this full moon bring to the collective? Whoa. What new energy? What new energy? We got sabotage there. That really bugs me, you know it? I don't like that card. It's like someone's trying to sabotage your forward movement. Maybe threatening you with a, you know, like, oh, you're going to break my heart if you leave me. Which would be a big change. That could be what's blocking you right now. But you're finally going to let go. That's the change of this full moon. You're letting go and you're letting God. You are going forward, moving forward. You know, with what you know in your gut you're supposed to be doing. That's what that feels like. What new energy will this full moon bring the collective? Now, it's time and sabotage. Sabotage is not good. It's like it's time. I thought that was the Temperance. Yeah, it's time to release. It's time to end something, guys. Whoever's trying to sabotage you, y'all may know who this is. Could be a Queen of Pentacles trying to sabotage you. But you're going to end that. It's like a 10 of Swords, man. That's a painful ending, you know what I mean? That's a painful, painful ending. A betrayal. You know, it's going to be the ending to all this betrayal, to the backstabbing, to the gossip, to all of that. It's like you're turning your back, you're walking away. You pluck them swords out. You sit and you cursed them properly when you pulled them out, you know? But yeah, you pulled them swords out, laid them on the ground, and walked away. You said, I'm walking toward peace. I'm walking toward happiness and harmony. I want the good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you walked away anyway. Even though they were trying to sabotage you, they're trying to block this for you, you said, see you bye. And yeah, it could have been this Queen of Pentacles energy. Someone who made you feel trapped. Someone who kept, yeah, it's like they made you feel trapped, isolated. They could be very controlling. You know, when they're in the reverse, they can be very controlling, very manipulative, very materialistic, gaslighters, you know. But it's like they've made you feel trapped in your head. Look, something keeping you up at night. That could be a boss, you know. Someone who's greedy. They could be very greedy. It's like you're trying to balance it all out. You're trying to weigh out the pros and cons. And finally you said, fuck it, I'm gone. Alright, see you bye. You know? I'm going after a divine union, you know? Not that. Not someone who's going to be doing this to me all the time, putting swords in me. Good for you. Good for you, you know? Good for you. Could have been self-sabotage. Could have been, no, 10 of Swords. That's an ending, painful ending. You know? What energy does the collective need to embrace? They need to embrace, they need to celebrate. They need to maybe be focusing on your own selves right now, you know? And, excuse me. I don't want to say you need to be embracing revenge, you know? Maybe embrace the fact that vengeance is mine, says the Lord. You know, that revenge is going to happen. And you're going to have to watch it play out. You know, maybe it might be hard to watch bad things happen for this person, but, you know, sometimes it is what it is. Okay? What energy does the collective need to embrace during this full moon? That's enough for me. It's a chunk. Yeah, I celebrate and embrace being happy, joy. You need to embrace reciprocated love. There's Queen of Wands, there's the King of Wands, there's a match. So maybe you need to embrace someone, a union. It's going to be reciprocated. It's going to happen after you move on to calmer waters. You may have to move away and start something new in order to get this, you know, to get this new person and this new, you know, very balanced, harmonious relationship, you know? It's like you're moving away from, or this could be the revenge. You know, someone who was not nice to put swords in your back. It's like you said goodbye to them And now you're just full of your passion, compassion. You're celebrating. Yeah. You need to allow this someone to love you back too. You know, you need to show them love and they need to show you love. You know, it needs to be reciprocated. But it's something brand spanking new. I want to put that full on the outside because it's a brand new thing that you're going after. For real, for real. That's what I kept feeling, the fresh start, the egg hatching moon, you know, all those different things about this moon. It was like I kept feeling like it was a new thing, you know, death and rebirth type thing. And it could be that there's a transformation in this person, you know, because this can be about reconciliation, you know, like coming back together after there's been an ending, you know. I don't know. For the collective, what big decision do they need to make during this full moon? Five of Cups. Don't regret your decisions, okay? Don't be regretful. You could have someone regretting a decision they made. Yeah, look. Regretting a decision they made about a cup of love. You know? You got Hermit, which is Virgo energy. You got the Moon, which is Pisces, Cancer energy. You got the Ace of Swords, which is the truth, okay? And you got Judgment, which is Pluto energy. Which Pluto has been associated with Pisces. But I do believe it's, yeah, it rules Scorpio. So yeah, a lot of water energy in this little section here. It's like the truth may be revealed, you know, intuitively. It's like when you go within, intuitively, you're going to get the truth. You're going to know the truth about, you know, this judgment, you know, that's going to happen. Like I said, wheel and sky turning, you know, a rebirth. Yeah, about the good karma coming, you know. It's like you've been given an inner calling. And now you're going to have to make a decision about it. Here we have, oh yeah, decision. And we got Empress, that could be Taurus, Libra energy, and 5, that's conflict. You could have a very conflicting decision to make. Conflicting decision to make. About this. It could be someone you've had an affair with, you know. That's lying, cheating, stealing, being very deceptive, very sneaky. Yeah, you feel regretful about it. So you're feeling regretful about it. You know what needs to be done. You know what your inner calling is. You know the truth. Maybe now, maybe this is part of the truth. And now you have a decision to make, you know. Yeah. Cup of love. Yeah, you've got a decision to make about love. It could be, you know, about someone, you know, you could have found out the truth about the person you're in a relationship with, you know, someone, like a divine feminine. But to me, the 5 of Wands, let me look at that. Competition. Oh, you could have had someone in competition. Yeah, it's like you're comparing. Excuse me. Yeah. Queen of Wands. You could have, you know, if you're this masculine energy over here, you could have a decision between 2 feminine energies, a Queen of Wands and an Empress energy. It could be a Gemini and a Taurus or Libra, either one. To me, though, it feels like you're wondering if you're going to regret this new love offer, you know? You could have been given a new love offer. We did see the Knight of Cups. So you could be given a new love offer, and that's the big decision that you've got to make. You know, do you want this new love offer? Could be an Empress energy, or do you want this one that you've already been embracing, this energy that you've already got a union with someone, which no, that would still be the Fool. That's a new thing. Yeah, I feel like your decision is between 2 people, a King of Cups reverse and this King of Wands. Yeah, it's like y'all have gone within, you know, and you've seen the truth. You know what's coming. You know your good karma that's coming. And it's like you have a decision to make. Between 2 people. That's what that 5 of Wands makes me think of. It's like it's like you may be regretting that you snuck around and cheated, and with an Empress, all it did was cause conflict. You know what I mean? You could be regretting that decision you made. You know that karma is coming for you because of this decision you made. You know, that could be the case. But it could be you're just in this Empress energy, you know. You've got people competing with you, maybe for a lover, I don't know. And yeah, that's what it would feel like. Lying, cheating, stealing. Could be someone trying to sneak in and get your lover. But yeah, y'all do have a decision to make. That Lover's card came out. But you're going to know the truth. It could be revealed to you in a dream. You could be regretting a decision you made. A decision out of envy. a decision because you were envious, you were desperate, you needed a loan, you know, I don't know. And so you collaborated with someone else, you had an affair, you know, I don't know. Or someone you know. It just doesn't always have to be about you guys. It could be a family member. You know, it could be, oh my gosh, this is going on to, you know, this is happening for my uncle right now. Or my aunt, or my cousin, you know. It doesn't always have to be about you. But, yeah, you could have someone feeling regretful because of things that they did. Right now on this full moon, it's time to let go and release things, you know, on the full moon. So you could have someone making the decision to let go of an extramarital affair, you know, one that they got into because they were envious and they were desperate and they needed a loan, and so they decided to collaborate with someone new. I don't know, you know, but that's what that feels like. Let's clarify with the Kipper. Excuse me. What change will this full moon bring for the collective? Yeah, it's like y'all are changing out of one energy into another. But I really feel like it, you know, those are all things you're, I mean, someone trying to avoid a tower anyway. Oh, I was going to shuffle these and cut them. What change will this full moon bring for the collective? Okay, yeah, who is this King of Cups in the reverse? Who is that King of Cups in the reverse? Expectations sideways. It's not, maybe not what you expected. A wealthy man. And then expectations sideways. So, or it could be you expected that this person was going to be blocked, trying to avoid a big change, you know, because they didn't want to get their heart broke. I don't know. It's like a wealthy man and you were expecting this. That's very interesting. Could be someone in your community. Who is this King of Wands? Ooh, someone who feels trapped. So they're letting go. You know, though, look, this could be all the same man. It's like a female is expecting this change, you know, she's expecting a wealthy man. Or maybe she was expecting this. I feel like the King of Cups is the one that's in prison. He's trapped. He's stuck. He's avoiding this big change. He doesn't want his heart to be broke. I really feel like that. Expectation. This wealthy man could be expecting these things, you know. This King of Wands. I really feel like those got flipped around. Number 33, concern. Courthouse. What new energy will this full moon bring for the collective? Who is this Temperance? Ten of Swords. Can we clarify the Temperance and the Ten of Swords, please? What is this Temperance and Ten of Swords? Temperance and Ten of Swords, like they're putting an ending. No, Temperance and Ten of Swords, a great fortune. Someone's trying to sabotage this, though. They're trying to make it to where you don't get this great fortune. But they're going to be in jail. Whoever this is trying to block this. Look at that. They may be going to jail. Concern again. Who is this Queen of Wands? For the collective. High honor. Adjudication. Oh, could be a female lawyer. Attorney. Alright, what energy does the collective need to embrace on this full moon? The Queen of Wands. Who is that Queen of Wands? That's the person who's concerned, okay? They could be thinking about you right now. Thinking about giving you a gift. Marriage, courthouse. Oh, wow. Yeah, they could be the one that's concerned, and they know their law's going to have to be called. You know, I don't know. It could be this is the person who's seeking revenge. I don't feel like that, though. I think that whoever is seeking revenge, they're the ones who are going to get adjudication. I mean, there's going to, you know, and this could be a female lawyer who's helping you out, because it did say ask for help. 30 and 33. You got 13, 28, 29, 26, 33, 30. As far as numbers go. What in the world? I do not know what my sound is doing right now on my TV. That just sounds weird. Let's try that again. There we go. What is that sound? I try to keep it quiet, but not too quiet, you know. All right. Okay, what big decision does the collective need to make during this full moon? Can we clarify that? Hermit, moon, truth, and judgment. Hermit, moon, truth, and judgment. What is that about? Hermit, moon, truth, Ace of Swords, and judgment. Same truth. Despair. It may cause someone to be in despair. Yeah, unexpected income. You know about it. It's like you've been called. You know what's coming. You know about this good karma that's coming. You know that when you You know what decision you should make, you know. It's putting someone in despair, though. Oh, you might be getting this through a courthouse. All right. For the collective, Empress, Lovers, 7 of Swords, and 5 of Wands. Mature woman. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Yeah, she's going to be the one in despair. It could have been the other woman. You know what I mean? It could have been this other woman, but it's not looking real good for her. It's like things have ended for her. You know, could be a permanent ending. You know what I mean? For this lady. But all she wanted to do is create conflict and lie, cheat, and steal, you know. You knew you had to put an ending to that relationship, you know, and it's going to put her in despair. Yep. That could be the big decision you have to make, you know, is to cut some, you know, an extra love affair you have off. I don't know, guys, but that's what I'm feeling. And she could be very envious and desperate and wanting to get a loan from you and collaborate with you. Well, let's collaborate. I got some really great ideas. It's like, no, you don't. Biatch, get away from me. Okay, excuse me. It is so rainy and dreary here. What moonology messages do you have for the collective for this full moon? Moonology messages for the collective for the full strawberry moon in Sagittarius. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. Yes. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings, okay? So you'll need to be working through your feelings this full moon. Alrighty. What herbs do they need to be working with right now for this full moon? What herbs would you like for them to work with for this full moon? Is that echinacea? What that looks like. Yeah, echinacea, that's a good one to work with. Alright, for the collective, what herbs would you like for them to work with on this full moon? Turmeric, plantain, looks like poke, beautyberry, shepherd's purse. That's growing everywhere right now. Echinacea's down on the bottom. Okay, you got shepherd's purse. A mustard and one of the most common weeds, shepherd's purse has been used medicinally as a blood coagulant and to constrict blood vessels. Its constrictive properties also help moderate menstruation, encourage uterine contractions during childbirth, and encourage the bowel movements. In the 19th century, it was raised mainly around Philadelphia and sold as a green vegetable. Always talk to your doctor before you use any kind of herbs, okay, guys? Because some can counteract medications. We got plantain. 3 species of plantain, or Plantago, lanceolata, plantain media, and plantain major, or Plantago, that's the name. Plantago lanceolata, Plantago media, Plantago major. are used for medicinal purposes. The last is a so-called common plantain, the roots of which were once used extensively to treat respiratory diseases, but now chiefly to make topical applications for skin sores and problems. The juice of the common plantain is also used topically for skin problems. In all species, the whole plant is used for treating various disorders, including gastrointestinal problems. The seeds make a lubricating laxative if soaked in water, or they can be eaten raw. When chewed, the rootstock helps relieve toothache. That grows everywhere in Oklahoma too. So you can keep your eyes open for that. And then we have turmeric, curcuma longa, curcuma. So turmeric is an underground stem cultivated for culinary and domestic uses. As a spice related to ginger, it is frequently used in Indian and Middle Eastern cooking. It provides the yellow color and distinctive flavor in prepared mustard. It is used as a yellow coloring in some margarines, and dairy products. Synthetic vanilla is made from turmeric. It is used as a yellow dye in Asian fabrics. Medicinally, turmeric has bactericidal properties and has been prepared to treat stomach problems, colds, and liver troubles. Topically, it is applied to soothe and heal bruises and some kinds of skin eruptions. I've only ever used it as an anti-inflammatory herb, you know. I made a soak for my sister to put her feet in because her feet would swell real bad. Right there before she went into the hospital, her feet were swelling real bad. And so I made her foot soak and I put turmeric in it. Alright. Let's get some tea cards for y'all. Alright, for this full moon, can we get some tea cards to help me clarify this message? For the collective, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. On the bottom, we got ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Very cool, very cool. You may be getting a ring. You got clubs. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Could be this person who's feeling trapped. You know it? Climbing towards success. Yes, that is y'all. Unexpected income. Y'all are going to be climbing towards success. Romance is in the air. Yeah, I feel like that's with this wealthy man. He's going to be wealthy like empathy, you know, that kind of wealth. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. It's time. Great personal sorrow. Yeah. You got inkpot problems to be resolved. You got door opportunities are waiting for you. Up here we've got wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Yeah, they're trying to sabotage. Take care, or there will be loss of material wealth. Okay. Haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The karmic numbers 13 and 14, the death card, the temperance card, you know, like, I don't know, I really feel like it's the balancing out. It's like temperance, you know, it's like you are getting what you deserve. You know what I mean? You're getting to go after your dreams now. You're, you know, taking a vacation physically. Wait, physically or mentally? Heck yeah. Broom, new home, new attitude. Oh my gosh, that's the abundance I feel. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Yes, we saw that with the sabotage, the revenge. Could be this person who's got a coffin next to him. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Abso-freaking-lutely. Fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. We saw that with the King of Cups. Fan, romance, celebration, party. Ooh, we're going to put that right here by this rose. We got throne, position of authority. They're going to think very highly of you. Okay. And then persevere and you will overcome problems. Yeah. Absolutely. Alright, let's get y'all some karma cards for this full moon. Planets, suns, houses. Planets, suns, houses for the collective for this full moon. Oh, here we go. We got planets. Okay. Signs and houses. On the bottom of the deck, we got in the 7th house. That is Libra's house. That is the house of home. Not home. Of marriage and legal affairs. So this could be this could be something to do with a marriage or legal affairs. We did see adjudication here. It could be a divorce, you know, marriage and legal affairs. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay. Y'all got Mercury, which is Virgo, Gemini. Okay. Mercury talks about intellect, communication. Its day of the week is Wednesday. Okay. You got Aquarius. In Aquarius, we got Aquarius the other day. Aquarius is a fixed sign, humanitarian, revolutionary, eccentric. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is freedom. And then you have the 12th house, which is Pisces house of past lives, secrets, and privacy. Okay. All right. It says the awareness of genius to experiment with your faith, many thoughts about or from the discoveries of hidden tendencies, and many words resulting from the eccentricity of large institutions or overwhelming events. Flip them around. It says communicate your vision, seeking oneness with all there is. Wow. Analyze what's new and different about philanthropy. Let your mind tell you how to use an unconventional way and keep your involvement hidden. Wow. It's like donating. You know, you're supposed to keep your involvement hidden when you donate. Your time, your money, anything really. Alright guys, let's get y'all some dice. These are going to be loud. Oh, actually, I'll get y'all an overall oracle card for this reading. It'll either be an ally or a challenge. We'll see, okay? We're going to use Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. For the collective, for this full moon, what would you like for them to know? What overall message do you have for them today? Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit. For the collective, what message, what overall message do you have for them for this full moon? Thank you. The High Lady of Love and Compassion, Reverence, Kindness, and Consideration on the bottom. Wow. All right. Let me fix these. Yeah, this person going to jail could be the one who's in sorrow. We did see heartbreak. It's like they don't want this, whatever it is, to end, to change. They don't want the tower. They don't want any of it. But they're going to prison. Or they could be in prison because, oh, y'all got a challenger card. The Dragon's Duel. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. 23 in reverse. So it's a challenge. Oh, and that card is both ally and challenge. Okay. Excuse me. The Dragon's Duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It's both ally and challenger at once, as it represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience a duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may call you to change direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you chose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions, deliberately feed the other and the duel will be won in your favor. Wow. This could be self-sabotage, you know. It could be you're trapped in your mind, being overly emotional, blocking your own movement, avoiding a tower, avoiding this change, because you know it's going to be heartbreaking. You know, you could be trapping yourself, okay? When what you really need to be doing is going after your freaking dream, man. Don't, you know, live life with no regrets. Go after what it is you really, your heart desires, you know? All right, guys, for the collective, letters, names, initials that can help clarify this full moon reading for them today. Ooh, please and thank you. They're going to be a little loud. That one fell. I see a name. I don't have an H to be a John like that, but this could be short for like Jonathan. John. Y'all could like to go to the pub. You could be in another country where they call them pubs, you know, instead of bars. You could like to go to the pub. Or you'd like to play that game, PUBG, like my husband plays. I'm gonna put that next to it. There's a G. PUBG. Y'all could like dinosaurs. That's funny, I'm wearing a freaking Jurassic Park shirt today because I do like dinosaurs. I like Jurassic Park movies. T-Rex. Can y'all see that? I'm wearing my Jurassic Park shirt. That could be significant. I don't know. For someone, try. Try. Always try your hardest, man. Oh, I see cake, C-A-K-E, but I don't have no freaking E. We got CK again, like Calvin Klein. Hey, we got, look at this. We got TK, that could be a name. I mean, initials. We got MK. Okay. We got DK for Donkey Kong. GK? I don't know. And LK. And NK. Oh, CK. Cool. Clam. Oh, wait. We do have clam. CLAM. We have clam. We have, clang. We have clang. We have, yeah, but CK could be the ending. Like lack. We have lack. We have tack. We have mac. Knick knack paddywhack. We got knack. Yeah, that clang, I'm gonna keep that. Clang. I think that's a word. Now we've got DM. Someone could be wanting to direct message you. Send you a DM. And then we have CT and K. Okay. Those could be your initials, or that could be someone's initials. Someone you know, I don't know. Alright, signs, planets, and numbers, okay? For the collective for this full moon, signs, planets, and numbers, please. Y'all have 2 12s. You have 2 12s. You've got 6 and 9. It's funny, you have that. Oh, you have 2 9s. That's right before the completion of something. But 69 is like the Cancer sign. You know, y'all have Cancer. You have the numbers 6 and 11. Oh my gosh, that's today's date, 6/11. The day of the full moon. 6/11. Okay. Oh, we got 2 Geminis. That's funny because the moon is in, the sun is in Gemini right now. We've got Scorpio, we got Cancer, we got Scorpio, and we got Virgo. And we have Capricorn. And then we have Pluto. Not Pluto, we have Neptune. We have Venus. We have Mars. We have Mercury. We have Saturn. And we have the moon. The moon. Actually, excuse me. I need to get me some water. All right, for the collective, for this full moon. Oh gosh, I don't remember what those were. I think this was Gemini. No. Oh, it was Capricorn. And then Mercury. All right, for the collective, for the full moon, full strawberry moon on June 11th. What message do you have for them? Signs, symbols, and synchronicities that you want them to see at this time, please, and thank you. Earth or Canada. You could have Earth in your chart. You could just like Canada. You know, you could like those trees, those maple trees. You could like maple syrup. Oh, I love real maple syrup. Y'all could have, I was going to say Cancer, Pisces in your chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a water sign. You could have water strong in your chart. Chariot, that's what that makes me think of. Because on one of the cards, tarot cards, I have, let's see. Yeah, in this deck, in this tarot deck, the Cozy Witch, the bicycle is a chariot. So you could have someone wanting to move very quickly towards you, or you could be moving very quickly at this time. Okay. The truth is unraveling, is being revealed. Be careful, guys. You could have a shapeshifter in your energy. They could be they could be doing spell work on you. They could have tried to give you a potion of some sort. I don't know. Watch your food and drink, okay? You could just like science, okay? That's a flip it, switch it. But to me, it feels like these are someone you're going to have to defend yourself against, someone you're going to have to protect yourself against, okay? They could be throwing a big baby fit, or you could have a baby. Congratulations. You could have a grandbaby, a niece, a nephew. You could have a baby in your life. You know what I mean? Or it could represent a brand new relationship, a brand new job opportunity, something brand spanking new, okay? And you could love music. You could play the piano. You could be musically inclined. I wish I knew how to play the piano. That's such a beautiful instrument. Yeah, this is the person you're going to have to be aware of, okay? Might have to knock them out. They try to, you know, you may have to defend yourself against this person. Let's put it that way. You're going to have to defend yourself. This was your reading, guys. I hope that this helps in some way, shape, or form for this full moon energy. Take care during this full moon. Make sure you make some moon water tonight, you know, under the light of the full moon. Charge your crystals and your stones, you know. Charge those under the light of the full moon. Yeah, and I hope y'all have a good day. I hope y'all have a good night. I hope y'all find time to, you know, do a little fire ceremony, and release things and let go of things. It could be, you know, you need to release a mindset, you know, something that's imprisoning you, you know, yeah. Or it could just be a person, you know. I'm sorry. I'm going to give me some water. My throat is tickling really bad. God bless y'all. Happy full moon.